Minutes before this recording was Evening's LALATE's video on the check. And in that video, I did a cold read of the 1,200-something page new stimulus package debut by Nancy Pelosi. I had told viewers to ignore the bill ostensibly, that we're going to focus on the problem solvers bill, and that we don't really care what she's going to introduce. And certainly it was introduced, and it's a joke that we already got that. But it's this that made me so emotionally distraught. A new report out tonight, citing comments from Drew Hamill, who's on Twitter, who's Nancy Pelosi's spokesperson, claiming that her caucus, all the members of the House Democrats, will introduce this bill, this pathetic piece of a document, into the House floor on Wednesday, and will get on their planes and fly away Wednesday evening, and we will not see them again until November. If that's really true, this is one of the darkest hours of the American political system. But boy, we're not done with them yet. Oh, no, we're not. Because when the fall election comes around in November, this channel and you and the Purple Power will make sure that every single one of them are gone. Hey, good evening, everybody. This is Evening's LALATE in a really confusing night of a lot of twists and turns. I gotta tell you, you need to watch the video before you watch this one that came minutes before this one. The Evening's LALATE video on the check. Need to watch that one before you watch this one. This is part 2 of a 2-part special. This, of course, is Purple Power. If you've not subscribed, oh boy, you gotta subscribe tonight, because this is, yeah. Go to the front of the channel, subscribe, because no one is gonna do what I'm gonna do with you tonight, and go through incredible detail, and then like this video. Let me explain basically where we are tonight. Minutes ago, it's about 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Minutes ago, the new bill from Nancy Pelosi was debuted online. It's 1,200 pages long. It's a PDF. In the video before this one, I said I'm going to do a cold read. But going into the cold read, and let me explain to you what a cold read is. This means I have not seen the bill. I'm reading it for the first time on camera. Going into the cold read, I knew that the bill was big. I knew that the bill had hazard pay in it. I knew that it had EIDL in it. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. And then I knew the bill was $2.2 trillion. I thought, wow, that's really good. The Purple Power has succeeded. We got her off of 2.4. We're down to 2.2. We're only $200 billion away from $2 trillion. This is insanely good. But then there was this absolutely categorically horrific news article tonight from a leading news publication that spoke with Drew Hamill, Nancy Pelosi's spokesperson, and claims that Nancy Pelosi is introducing this to the House floor on Wednesday. It's going to be voted on. It's going to be passed by all her House members, and they're all going to get on the plane and leave, and we won't see them till November, and you won't have any stimulus, and that's it. Goodbye and good night. If that's true, that's truly disgusting. Because the bill is a joke. The bill is categorically an F joke. If you look at this bill, which is 1,200 pages long, the first 85 pages is salaries for federal employees that have nothing to do with COVID-19. Literally nothing to do with COVID-19. It's not like they had to rearrange their furniture because of COVID-19, clean their surfaces, It's not that. It's literally nothing to do with COVID-19. Treasury, that's Steve Mnuchin's office, billions of dollars for them for salary. They want to raise. Judiciary, the Mr. Barr, that popular guy, wants a salary, wants a raise. He's getting money. How about Bambi? Bambi gets a raise. Yeah, the parks, the national parks, which have been closed because of COVID-19, which, are outside. I don't know why you'd have to change anything with the park. It's called nature. You don't change it. They want billions of dollars. Yeah. How about the Copyright and Trademark Office? Patents. Patents have everything to do with COVID-19. It's pieces of paper. They want billions of dollars. Everyone wants billions of dollars. Every federal employee in this darn bill wants money and a salary raise. And what do we get? $1,200? It's just insane. Now, we understood the DACA was going to be insane. So I want to refocus us tonight. Before I get really off the rails, because I'm almost heading there. The Purple Power has really been pushing hard. And people have been talking about how hard we push. And we are going to continue to push. What we have done is we've got out the message very early on that this is a joke. Tonight we know it's really a joke. It's a very, very bad joke. Now, there's things you could say that's good stuff in here left and right, but it's surrounded by jokes. Yeah, there is EIDL grants in there. That's great. There is EIDL loan in there. Yeah, that's great. There is PPP for restaurants. Yeah, that's great. Multiple stimulus checks? No. $2,000 every month for 6 months? No. Oh, a lot of money for federal employees? Yo, yeah. Money for federal employees like they're going out of style. So we expected something like that. What we didn't expect was this. The claim that this is being rolled out and we're leaving, goodbye, see you in November. No. See, at that point, the Purple Power has just started. We have just started because you know what? We're not going to see you in November. In fact, we'll never see you again because you're going to get voted out. You're going to get voted out. If you are in the Blue Dogs or you're in the New Democrat Coalition, which are all Democrats in the House, and you actually vote in favor of this stuff, guess what? Purple Power is going to vote every single one of you out. And we have 2 months to tell everyone around the world to vote you out. The Purple Power is not playing games here. We made it very clear, if you don't do the Problem Solvers bill, which was really only talking about people. It was talking about you and me. Money and food. Homelessness and homes and rent and aid. And jobs and unemployment. It wasn't talking about the Department of Treasury's staffing, the Treasury's salary raise, Bambi's roaming in the national park, the Copyright Office's, I don't know what the money's for. It's just, billions of dollars for the patent office. That's not what we're supposed to be doing here. We're in the middle of a pandemic and people have not gotten any money. And you didn't give them multiple checks for months. So you know what the Purple Power is going to do? We're going to calm it down. We're going to relax. It's a night in which we can get very angry. You can see it on my face. Yeah, we can get very angry and get very upset very quickly. But we're also going to channel our power in the right regard. There's a lot of stuff still out there. And the two things that are out there are the following. There's a presidential election and there's a congressional election. And these congressmen, every single one of them, if they do what they're promising to do on Wednesday, we as a group are going to ensure they are never back in Congress. Oh yeah. We will ensure that when you go to the polling place and you see the word incumbent, they will all be gone. We will make a collective effort of this channel, our friends, our families, and everyone else, to ensure that they kick out every member of the House and every member of the Senate, because this was a joke. You didn't take care of us. You didn't take care of us. You wanted to take care of yourself. And there's a reason why Nancy Pelosi never told you about numbers, because these were crazy numbers. These were numbers giving money back to themselves. Yeah, they thought we were stupid. They thought no one would ever record a video that would go over the details of what the number and the money is being spent for. They thought they could just say, children going hungry. I need money because children going hungry. Let me do that. They won't ask me about numbers. Oh no, we found the numbers. We see the numbers. It only took me 15 minutes to look at 82 pages. Imagine what happens if I look at the remainder of the 1,200 pages. I probably lose the rest of my hair by the end of the night. But yeah, no, we're not. So as we sit here as the Purple Power, what are we doing? And what are we doing going forward? It's Monday night. We still got 2 more days of this before this craziness hits. We're going to be on social media and say, hey, we've seen this bill. Are you actually going to vote for this? Because we will singularly get you thrown out of office. Every single one of you, we're throwing you out of office because this is a disgrace. This is a categorical disgrace. And I got to tell you, I don't know what Steve Mnuchin has said to Nancy Pelosi during these negotiations. And we know that Mitch McConnell would call this a Democratic wish list, which is sort of like a vague expression. You don't know what that means. Had I seen this, I would have said, you are nuts. You are certifiably nuts. This is not helping Americans. This is not stimulus. Let's make this clear. I forgot that point. This is supposed to be a stimulus package. Salaries for the Department of Treasury is not stimulus. Money for the Department of Patents and Trademarks is not stimulus. Money for Bambi is not stimulus. Bambi can reproduce on her own very well, thank you. This is not a stimulus package. I'm 85 pages into it, and all I saw was a little bit about EIDL and EIDL grants. Thank God. It was one sentence long. This is not a stimulus package. This is something manufactured as something and called as stimulus package. This is a way to slide in money for their own little buddies and to call it as a COVID-19 relief. And we wonder, why do we only get $1,200? Why did we only get $1,200? If the bill's $2.2 trillion, why didn't we only get $1,200? Because you gave yourself the rest of the money. Yeah. This is a bill for Nancy Pelosi to give all her friends a lot of money. All her friends in government get a lot of money. That's not what government's supposed to be. Government's supposed to help the people. And when I sit back here, I wonder, is every single Democrat that wants to co-sign this bill in the House like that? I mean, Bernie Sanders is not like that. Miss Harris is not like that. Even Republicans are not like that want to help. Mitt Romney's not like that. So what's going on here? What we need to do as we start the new day in the evening is we need to push the pressure and say, hey, wait a second. You're not going to support this bill. The same message we've been saying since Friday. You better not support this message. But now when we do seats for stimulus, oh no, we're doing it a little bit stronger. We're going to say, if you vote for this bill, you're gone. And we're going to go through the list of those people that are in. Yeah. We're going to go through every single one of them and say, hey, you're gone. I mean, if someone wants to make an image of every elected official that votes for this and say, oh, you voted for this on Wednesday? Kick this person out of office. Kick this person out of office. Let's make sure this person doesn't get reelected. Because the Purple Power doesn't play games. Oh no, we don't play games. There's nothing worse than when a person is down and they don't get help. I had a message from someone in one of the videos earlier today that said, you know what? I've worked a lot of years in my life, and I pay taxes on all those years. And now I've been unemployed for the first time in my entire life for a few months. And what am I getting from the federal government? I'm getting almost nothing. They're not doing anything for me. And when you see a package like this that comes out that's basically all, stuff for themselves, it's truly horrible. Pages and pages and pages of bills that have nothing to do with COVID, childcare, pages and pages and pages. It just is. I can't look at it anymore. It's besides myself. So what we need to do is stay on focus. We need to back it up. We need to not get angry because it's so easy to get angry. It's so easy to get angry. We can't be deer in headlights. We can't be rose-colored glasses, but we can still remain focused. This bill is a disgrace. And so we need to push with the problem solvers and everyone else and say, pass the problem solvers. But on the same regard, tonight, I think we may have to place the biggest pressure on the right side, which is, if you vote for this crap, oh, you're gone. Don't expect to come back in November because you're not coming back. And I got to tell you, the Democrats absolutely categorically think they're going to hold the House and get more seats. They deserve to lose every single seat that they have if they vote for this bill. Now, the Republicans in the Senate, they deserve to lose every seat they have to Democratic senators because they've done nothing for us as well. The Republicans in the Senate have absolutely been a disgrace. They've been sort of, the reverse of this. this bill includes so much stuff that has nothing to do with COVID-19, and then the Republicans on their side wanted to give you so little that wouldn't deal enough with the situation. It's times like this that you wonder what's going on with government. And it's times like this that you think that perhaps before there was a YouTube channel, that no one would have told you really what was going on. I mean, we don't have time to read through a 1,200-page bill, 1,900-page bill. Broadcast news doesn't tell us much of anything anymore. They just tell us about salacious things. And it's nights like this that you say, hey, there's so many people that are thinking the same thing. So why does Congress think that they can get away with it? Well, tonight they changed. Tonight they're not getting away with it. And as the spirit of the purple power explodes, I urge you to ramp up. I urge you to apply the pressure and make it very loud and clear. This is a human disgrace. They deserve to be all voted out, because this, in the middle of the pandemic, does not only not address the pandemic and the concerns, but is a sliding in to bail out them and their buddies and give a nice fat check to all their friends in the federal government. I never thought I never thought this was what tonight was going to be like when I went to record. I thought that, maybe it was going to be some, such silliness, cows. But here we are. And no, knowledge is powerful. And knowledge is everything. And tonight we know. But we're certainly not done. Go to the Funnest channel, subscribe. Subscribe, because, boy, we have a lot to do. And like this video. Coming up tomorrow morning is morning's LALATE. I will have more for you. Oh, yeah. Please stay strong. Stay strong, because it's at times like this that you feel like the wind has been taken out of you, and I feel for you. Please stay strong, stay motivated, stay focused, and stay with LA for more.